445, 445, so we can get drunk. We'll be shaking the trunk, having some fun, baby, having some fun. Dipping in the
Welcome, party people, I'm so glad you're here. I want to introduce you to my new beer. It's not Budweiser or Miller Lite. It's Colt 45 and it tastes just right. Colt 45 wouldn't give me no cheddar, so I flew to St. Louis and I brewed something better. Down with the trash, got a pimped out can. The name on the side is Afro Man. When I was young, I used to drink OE. Now I brew my own beer like a real OG. I'm not just a cop, I'm a resident. I'm not just a client, I'm the president. Go to your favorite liquor store, request that brand new beer from Fro, so you can get drunk and I can get paid. Rest in peace, Mix Master Spade.
You wanna go to the liquor store and get a Colt 45, Colt 45, so we can get drunk. We'll be shaking the trunk, having some fun, baby, having some fun. Dipping in the liquor store.
Hell yeah, that is the theme of what happened over the weekend. We're back lit 96.1, styling as we're dragging through the afternoon. And people, let me tell you, that is what you heard is the start of a good adventure. It always starts with a good theme song. So let's see. So
yeah, giving somebody shit.
Yeah, so at the last minute, people, we decided we're going out of town. We're going to Virginia Beach to go pick up some minty, fresh, high powerful competition PPI amps. Not just one, not two, but a full collection, okay, people? So
New in the boxes.
Minty.
Boxes, yep.
Yep. So here we go. We made a deal. We're going. We told a few people in the club. We told you listeners we were going. So Steph goes, hey, I'm at the grocery store. I'm picking up some soda, some snacks. What do you want? So you can't go out of town without some jerky, you know? And she's like, fuck that. We'll get that on the way. I'm like, okay, cool. So she gets some soda.
Well, I didn't know what kind to get, so.
Well, there's so many different kinds of jerky. I mean,
yeah.
You know, I mean, she fucked around, found out I don't like teriyaki. So here we go, people. So I get to her house and I'm running drastically behind because of work. And everybody knows, you know, a lot of people know, maybe you listeners don't know, Stephanie's narcoleptic. So she takes medicine to go to sleep. When I got there, she had just taken the medicine. So
Actually, it took it about 15 minutes before you got here, which was my mistake.
Yeah.
You're almost out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
it was already kicking in.
So she was trying to stay awake so we can get in the fucking car and go, right? But it makes
Do you take the medicine to go to sleep or not to go to sleep?
Both. My brain will no longer control my sleep patterns. So I take medication to stay awake. I take medication to sleep.
That's what I was curious about, because when you said that, I was just wondering.
Yeah, so...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. So Taco was going to go with us, but unfortunately his wife had to work, and he had to watch Walter. We all know you cannot leave Walter by himself. Okay, yes. So... you know, so Taco couldn't go. Jimmy couldn't go because he had plans and stuff. There was other members that wanted to go, but it was so last minute. We were like, fuck it, we're going. So what could go wrong? I'm driving across country with somebody that's narcoleptic. And she had just taken her medicine, and I get there, and we're throwing everything in the vehicle to go. We start to go, and I go, hey, give me that NOS energy drink, right? She opens it up, gets it ready, and I'm like, hey, did you forget something? And she's like, what? And I was like, where's my Fro 45? And she's like, what? And I go, my Fro 45. And she's like, the Colt 45? And I'm like, no, we're going on a road trip.
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is it?
I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm like, we're going on a road trip and you don't bring no malt liquor? Who the fuck goes on a road trip with no jerky and no malt liquor?
Define malt liquor.
No 40s.
No 40s.
I always got beer when I'm leaving. I told him
That's what he was giving me shit. He was giving me shit. I'm like, oh, shut the hell up.
And she's already fucked up on her medicine,
You
Carrie.
see me on the way to the campsite, there's fucking 3 30-packs at least.
Well, Carrie don't go nowhere without beer. We already know why.
But Terry, he was giving me shit while I was on my meds. Is the whole point. And I'm just like, oh, shut up and leave me alone.
So
As you just see me, I had a big huge question mark on me. I'm like, what the fuck's he talking about?
Well, that's how I was too.
yeah, so we ain't got no malt liquor. And we
I
going
told him, I said, we could get some when we get there if you really want it.
What liquor is that
it's like
bad?
Like Colt 45.
St. Ives.
That's like old school stuff.
Well, yeah.
40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Big Bear.
Yeah, like Big
Yeah.
Bear, yeah.
Yep.
Because we're gonna go buy some amps,
Big
right?
Bear was like 80 cents for a 40 ounce.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And that shit will get you fucked up. So I'm giving her shit.
Jesus, I just got a history lesson.
Carrie. God.
Jesus Christ. I was like, what the hell did he just say?
Well, Carrie,
All right, I'm catching up. I'm sorry.
you learn something new every day, my friend.
I'm catching up. I'm sorry. You said that. I didn't know what you were talking about.
So she's all fucked up on her medicine, and she's like thinking I'm upset because we don't have. First off, I'm not going to drive across the country, people, drinking a beer. Okay.
No.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do it all the time.
Well, we know you do.
Go to
Okay.
my lake. And go to my lake site and have a good time.
Yeah. So we know Carrie does. Okay. Carrie,
We don't.
if you run into
But I
Carrie,
just don't.
Carrie's always got beer on him. Okay. So we take off. We're heading to Virginia, right?
Yeah.
She passes out.
Oh, I was out like by the time we hit the highway, like I was gone.
Yeah, so she's gonna be out for 8 hours. Well, 6 to 8 hours.
No,
right?
it's about 5.5 to 6.
Yeah, 5.5 to 6, right?
Happy time. It's fine.
So I'm gonna drive about 8 hours, and we're gonna swap. Now, people, I've explained this to people. I am fucking greedy. I do not ride in the passenger seat of fucking cars. Okay?
Okay.
You know, I had a security guy that went everywhere with me, and he rode in the passenger seat because I'm not like that. I have to drive. So we're driving, and what happened? The first thing, she's passed out. A semi truck flipped on the highway, literally right in front of us. Just missed it. Okay, got some cool pictures of it though. She's passed out, gone. Right. We get all the way to Indiana, and I have to take a 30-minute nap. Okay. So we pull over at this rest area. You got to remember, she'll wake up every now and then and talk to you, but she don't know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she's on that medicine. And she woke up and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I got to go to the bathroom. I stopped at a rest area." She's
He
back
asked me if I need to use the restroom. I'm like, nope,
No, she can't move.
back out.
So the sun was coming up, people, and it was blinding the fuck out of me, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a 30-minute nap. Took a 30-minute nap, woke up because the sun's like burning me to death, you know, in the car. So we're back on the road, right? And look,
Now what about the creepy guy in the rest area?
the creepy
That's
guy in
the
the rest
part
area.
We didn't hear about the creepy guy.
Yeah. So Jimmy, listen to this shit. Remember when I flipped out about the fly in the studio?
Uh-huh.
So when we get to the rest area, I go in. This guy is creepy as fuck. He's got bib overalls on, and he opens the door for me. He's the greeter.
Were you in Tennessee?
I was in fucking
We're
Indiana.
in Indiana.
Indiana.
I was just curious. Are you going
Hey,
to Virginia?
speaking of that, that's funny because they had an Indiana welcome center, but they didn't have an Indiana leaving center.
Well, they didn't have one coming back though at all.
Yeah, but they had one.
They welcome you in. They don't
Yeah.
want to welcome you out.
Well, they had this creepy motherfucker. The best way to describe this guy, he looked like an old school train engineer with bibs.
Or like the American Gothic
American Gothic, yeah.
painting, the guy with staying with the picture.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. 'Cause, yeah.
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 So this
He
motherfucker.
had Oshkosh, Bigosh.
Yeah. So I walk up. So I walk up, people, and he opens the door and goes, "All is welcome." And I go, "Well, thank you." And he's got this fly swatter, and I swear he just went right past my head and tried to kill this fly. And he goes, "I've been trying to get this thing for 2 days." And I'm like, "Well, keep up the good work. I gotta piss, So I pissed, and I come back out.
Been there for 2 days.
Yeah.
He ain't left.
Yeah.
He ain't like someone driving by.
No, he works there. He had a name tag. His name was Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw his name tag. His name's Gus. And I said, I come out of the bathroom, and I'm like, "How you like working here?" And he goes, "I'd like it if these flies would stay out of my workspace." I'm like, "Okay now." I was like, "Well, you have a good morning, sir." So I got back in the car.
You worry about flies. You're worried about business.
Yeah, so I get back in the car, take a nap, wake up, sun's, warmed up, in the car, right? So we're back driving, and eventually Stephanie wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yep.
She's like a little kid because we're going to go get these amps and all this. And
I've been dreaming about for over a week.
so as we're driving, what's the next thing that happened? We're in Kentucky. Now, Carrie, I have the
This is the
perfect...
strangest thing.
Yeah, Carrie, I have the perfect school because I'm going to pay for you to go to this school.
You're right. What are you talking about?
It's a
They
university,
have a special college.
special college for Carrie. Taco, if you're listening, we're going to pay to send you here too. It's the Kentucky University of Common Sense.
Oh, shit. Okay. How does that gonna work?
Well,
My point exactly.
yeah. So I said it to Stephanie, and I'm like, "Did you see that sign, University of Common Sense?" And she's like, "What were you talking about?" Well, as we got closer, there's bigger signs, and there's a whole big state building for Common Sense.
Yes. I'm like, only in Kentucky.
So,
No. I've been there. I can relate.
yeah, so my theory is we've all heard of finishing schools, like, "Oh, we sent our daughter to a French finishing school." So I guess if you're a dumb fucking Kentucky, they send you to this fucking mental fucking place to learn common sense.
Well, I'm just kind of curious where I fit in. I was like, if I don't know what you're talking about, I'll punch you in the face, and then you do it out later.
So that's the reason why Carrie needs to go to the University of Kentucky
Never seen
Common
Common
Sense.
Why would I need to go there? I was like, I'm pretty good at common sense. I was like, if you fuck with me, I hate you.
Yeah, but this is where they teach
I
you
like
nonviolence.
everybody until you give me a reason not to like you. I really do. And I work with assholes at work that no one else can work with, and I'm the only one that can work with these assholes, and that's why they work at my job. And it's because I'm pretty strict on, I'm pretty lenient, but they're assholes, and it don't bother me. But if they get to the point where they bother me, I don't care. I'll hit you. I'm a different person. I'll hit you off the top of a bat. If we're at the bar and you give shit to, like, if me, Stephanie, and Izzy's at the bar, and someone walks up and says something to Stephanie, bat. I'm fucked up. That's the stupidest thing you could have did, because I don't care hitting somebody, because I wrestled from 5th grade to 2 years at a university. I like to fight. It don't matter. That's something I was bred to do. And I grew up, I owned a business, and I got
You're
money
still the same way.
here.
Well,
You know,
also,
I don't mind hitting some people, but you know, like you see people go to the bar and they're all like, someone starts shit and they're all like timid. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, my kids will slap the fuck out of you because I made them. I made them wrestle.
Oh, okay.
I
So
made
the
anyway.
thing is,
Okay.
yes.
it's a finishing
Am I
school.
getting out of hand?
Yeah. So it's a finishing
I'm
school for
sorry.
common sense. Okay.
I'm sorry. I gotta.
So
Now,
anyway,
the strangest thing in Kentucky was that car.
okay. So explain the car to everybody.
I've never seen a wreck that they just left the vehicle there.
Oh, the one with the crime scene tape.
Yeah.
Yes. It had crime scene tape all over it. So, you know, like the sound walls, they're along the highway sometimes. It had the sound wall, and then it had, a regular, like, guardrail with,
Yeah, the K rail.
right.
Mm-hmm.
This car flipped and ended up between, like, the wires above the guardrail and that wall. It was in between.
So it was like Spider-Man attached to the fucking wall with the roof ripped off of it, and caution tape all over it. And I'm like, I wonder if they left
What
it
time
there.
of day was it?
This was, I don't know, like in the morning.
Oh, it was it was
Like
during
10.
the day, but the thing is, I mean, it
Probably
had to
happened.
been.
It probably happened during morning rush hour, and they pulled the people out and left it there because they'll have to have records in there. And probably
No, they're gonna need
block
a
lane
fucking
up and everything.
crane. They're gonna need a
Yeah.
crane
So-
because this
So
thing.
just leave it. It's off the road.
Yeah, no, they're gonna need a crane. This thing is like up in the air, like 20 feet.
Yup.
It's
Yeah.
stuck
Behind
in
barbed
there
wire.
Good.
I was like, what
It's not
the
in
fuck?
anybody's way.
Yeah, so I was like, well, maybe they put that and leave it there to show people, since we just passed the Common Sense College, that do not text and drive. Or this could end up to you.
Yeah.
The Common Sense College, it didn't stop.
Yeah.
Look closely at this.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So we're like, what in the fuck?
I was ready to be out of Kentucky at that point.
Yeah. So, what else happened before we got to the fucking lovely hotel?
Well, I mean, driving through the mountains in West Virginia and
Are
Virginia was
beautiful.
just beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. You look out and the clouds are below you.
Mm-hmm.
Or you drive through
I
a
mean-
cloud like we did.
Yes, I mean it was amazing. It was really beautiful.
Driving through the mountains is a different thing that I ever thought.
Oh, yeah.
Like how steep it is and how some trucks can't, they get into bad parts.
That's what I did to go through them semi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sure, we have some problems coming back too.
It was so much different. I was like, you gotta watch how much weight you got coming through there.
And you got to watch how much brake you use, because you can bring your brakes up before you get to the bottom track.
that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling Stephanie. Watch hitting the
But you can
brakes.
burn your brakes up, and people don't know it, but they'll just burn out, and they're still stopping. They have like
Those little stand ramps, those little off ramps.
on
Sand,
the
yeah.
side that your brakes went out. There's a reason they made them, because it's happened before.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple semis go off in that, and it looks violent when they come to a stop. I
And
ain't
you
gonna
know
lie.
that driver has to pay to have that
Oh, yeah.
fixed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I had a driver in Troll. I had a driver pass me going down, and I don't know how fucking fast he was going. I was running 75. He passed me, and he gets over. He's got his flashers on. I said, "What's wrong, driver?" He said, "I ain't got no fucking brakes. I can't get it back in gear." I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "There's your exit." He's like, "Oh shit!" He went off that son of a bitch, and the violent sand and rocks started flying, and that truck just like settled down and just stopped. I was like, "Oh, that looked violent."
Oh yeah.
I said, "Driver, are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, but I about went through the windshield." I was like, "Oh shit!"
Damn.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
so at this.
When you get so far up there, it's only sand instead of just rocks.
Yeah.
Oh
It
yeah.
goes to pure sand, and you just fucking
Yeah.
sink. And you don't get back out.
So moving forward, we pull over. We got to get gas.
Mhm.
Okay.
It was like, we're gonna go back. Hold on.
Yeah, so we pull over, we get gas. Stephanie goes, okay, you know, fair is fair. It's my turn to drive.
Right.
You know me, I
He's
don't.
being stingy. It's like, no, I'm okay. I'm like, no, this is the best time for me to drive. Let me drive now.
She done took her
You know,
daytime
'cause-
medicine, you know, so she's awake.
Yeah, and it was already kicked in, you know, and when it kicks in, I've only got a few good hours to go, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
So here we go. I get in the passenger seat and I'm like, now, I've known Stephanie for a very long time, but I haven't seen her like in 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Even back then, I drove.
yeah.
Izzy D does not ride in the passenger seat. But
And I
I
kept telling him
But I
that the
can't-
only reason why I let him drive is because he drives like I do.
so I cannot be greedy, people. I have to let her drive. And I really need to take another nap.
Mm-hmm.
We get going. And I'm scared as fuck. I'm scared as fuck.
You're scared of my driving.
She drives like I do. She's in and out of fucking traffic, switching lanes on the wood grain, fucking
Doing 90.
Yeah, she's
Heck
like
yeah.
doing 90 and shit. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I was doing 90, so I mean, whatever.
And I'm like, I told you I drive like you do.
Yeah. So I'm trying to, she's like, it's okay, just take a nap. Well, I got my pillow out, I tried. I mean, I may have got like 5 minutes and stuff in here and there. So,
His GPS scared him awake.
oh, fuck yeah. So this fucking thing,
It scared you awake.
yeah, so this fucking
How
issue,
do you define that?
so I'm gonna tell you.
Well, listen.
So this fucking this fucking SUV we're in, I don't know who designed this thing, but the cigarette lighter is in the back. So do you plug in the phone charger into the cigarette lighter? The cord only goes so far, so it's sitting on the center console. My head is all nestled in this pillow, and I'm just falling asleep. And I heard something, and I thought Stephanie was talking to me. I opened my eyes, and I was like, what'd you say, Steph? And it was like, turn right ahead on blah, 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 blah. And it was right in my fucking ear, and it scared the shit out of me. And I'm like,
You came up out of that seat so damn quick.
I thought we were crashing.
Damn, bro.
Oh, it gets better. We ain't there yet, okay? There's so much that happened.
Motherfucker said it get better.
The hotel.
Oh, I heard about the cops bringing you to your spot.
Well,
Okay, Gary,
well,
just-
hold on. We'll get to that in a second, okay?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah.
So,
Damn, you motherfuckers just living.
yeah,
I thought I
so
was doing a lot of stuff.
So-
Power on my camper.
so
You
we,
motherfuckers are doing.
Okay, Carrie, just listen.
okay,
Listen,
so-
this is good.
yeah, so we get through fucking Kentucky, and then we drive through Virginia, through the mountains and all this, and we get into fucking West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to remember here. Did you drive through, or did I drive to the hotel?
I drove through West Virginia and part of Virginia, and then we switched back when we got fuel again.
That's right. Okay. Now I know where we are. So we're going through all the ports and all this. We're going through an 8-mile tunnel. Underwater.
Under the ocean.
Under the ocean.
Oh,
that ocean liners go above us. You go down and come up.
Under the ocean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
under the
it's
ocean.
crazy. I've never been anything like that.
Yeah, so this is interesting. So we're driving, and I go, she goes, oh, look, it's a tunnel. And I go, yeah, it's like 5 to 8 miles long or some shit. And she's like, what? And I go, oh, you're going to see. We're driving, and she goes, well, as long as there's nothing's leaking. And I'm like,
As long as I don't see water dripping, we're okay.
so I point over and I go, well, what's that dripping right there? She goes, that's fucking condensation. I know what condensation is. So,
Shut up, asshole.
yeah, so we,
Yep, exactly.
so we get through this shit, right? Well, we drive through more than one tunnel, okay? I mean, there's several of these motherfuckers. It's they're like wormholes all through fucking West Virginia. So
No, through Virginia.
or Virginia, I'm sorry. So we get into Virginia Beach, right? Over bridges, tunnels, all this shit. And we're coming up to the hotel room, right? And so Stephanie is like, look, we're going to check in the hotel and go get something to eat. I'm like, cool. We get to this fucking hotel. And on the way to the hotel, you see all these big, expensive, fancy fucking restaurants. It's like $300 a plate and all this other shit. And so we pull up at our hotel and we're like, well, there's not a lot of people here. Okay, cool. We go to check in.
Yeah, it was a nice area.
Yeah, it was a real nice area. It was very deceiving. So we, so people, here we go. We go up, we go to check in, and it's a white girl, okay?
Yeah.
We don't see what's going on yet. So we check in, we get in the elevator, and oh my God, people, this is the sketchiest fucking elevator I've been in a while.
Worse than my daughter's high school elevator.
Yeah.
It was really sketchy.
So we get out of the elevator, walk down this, we're upstairs. So we're in the third.
Watch everyone's language.
Yeah, it's like third level, right?
Yeah, watch everyone's language.
Okay. Yeah, so we're coming through this place, and we open the door, and it looks like The Shining or something. The hallway, it's like, oh yeah.
Like half the lights are out,
Yeah, and we're like, are you kidding
You're
me?
looking for the twins at the other end.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So as we're walking,
I'm just saying.
yeah, so as we're walking, I'm like, what's our room number? And she's like, 314. And I'm like, yo, okay. We get up and I look and I go, oh, it's 314.
314.
Yeah, it's 314. It's St. Louis, 314, right?
Hell yeah.
So we go in and we're like, we look at the room and we're like, oh, okay, I mean, no big deal, And then we start
Very minimal,
Yeah, the minimum,
Right.
okay? Now mind you, down on Virginia Beach, the hotel rooms are $500 to $7,000 a night. We're only in town for 12 hours. We don't need anything fancy. Well, we got what we paid for, people.
It was like $50 a night.
Oh
Well,
no.
no, I mean, we figured we, get something not on the beach, about 12 miles away from the beach. It's cheaper.
Right.
But no, no. Never again.
We have now run into the Ghetto Fabulous Hotel.
Yes. Yes, we did. Right before we got to our room, this lady comes out of a room and is walking past us, and I'm just like, we're in the wrong place. Okay, so this lady in the hallway is walking towards us, and I look up, see her, look down, and I'm just like, oh my God, we are in the wrong place.
We are now officially in the hood.
Yes, we are. And this was probably a 400, 500 pound hooker
woman.
with boobs to her knees.
Oh, Lord. What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. We're serious as a
Half
heartbeat.
naked.
Half naked.
Oh.
Half naked.
She looked like she just got off.
Dirty.
She looks like she just got off tour with Two Live Crew.
Beat her knees.
Her titties were down to her knees.
Yeah. They hung to her knees. They're like water balloons.
She
Donna's friend.
Well, no.
Little legs, and she had. I thought Donna had big breasts. This girl had watermelons that were. Oh my God!
No, we're not talking about big boobs. We're talking about boobs just hanging so low because they've never been kept where they were supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
No hanging fruit.
Yeah, low hanging fruit. So she was
Low
real.
hanging fruit, yeah.
She was real
Because
nice.
she had hardly anything on and could barely pass us in this hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she walked past us
Jesus.
and she was real nice. She goes, "Hey," I was like, "Hey," and
And
so
I'm like, get in this fucking room.
So Stephanie can't figure out how to work the fucking key for some reason. I'm like, just hand it here. You tap it and go in, okay? So we go in and I'm like,
so you had to meet her because of the key?
no, we're getting in our room and she's walking past. And so I'm out there taking a picture of the fucking thing that says 314 so I can post it on social media. Hey, our room out of town is 314. How ironic is that? Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly. Missouri.
Yeah, 314 Missouri. So we get in our room and we're like, are you fucking shitting me? The floor is at an angle.
You feel like you're gonna fall out of the side of the room.
So Tundra's already been in there.
What happened? What was wrong with the room?
The floor was sloped very much.
So when they remodeled it, where part of the room was an outside banister walkway. And they just put stucco up and extended the room and got rid of the fucking the outside
walkway.
Yeah.
But you know how they're slanted, for rainwater? Yeah, they didn't bother to fix it. So you walked over there and you felt like you were going to fall out the window.
When you went in the bedroom, it was like that?
There wasn't a bedroom.
In the hotel room.
The hotel room was like one room with a shitter. And it had a remote. Well, let me tell you people about the remote, right? The remote.
Now you're bringing up the remote.
The remote to this 20-inch TV, okay? Our monitors in our studio are bigger than this fucking TV, okay?
Yes.
The remote.
You paid more money for the amps and your business than you did for the hotel. Sounds
way more.
well, we weren't going to be there long. We didn't want to spend $500 on a hotel room. So,
oh no, but you paid good money for fucking some good amps. I tell you that.
Okay, so check this out, people. So this TV remote, it's got enough fucking scotch tape on the back of it to wrap everyone's Christmas presents.
That's what was holding the damn thing together. It was like it was going to fall apart if it didn't have all this tape on it.
The buttons.
That's how they had it holding the remote up.
Yeah, so this remote has probably 250 buttons on it, at least. But it has no fucking guide button. Like, I almost... It was fucked up. Like, I had to put my glasses on to fucking figure out how to work the remote.
Mm-hmm.
I almost took a picture of the remote. I did take a picture of the remote because I had to zoom in on and see what it fucking said. So,
You guys are funny.
so Stephanie.
I didn't get a picture of it.
Oh, I got pictures of everything. Everything.
Oh, we got pictures of everything, including where you could tell where they extended the room because there's cracks in the wall all the way down and across the ceiling.
Yeah, where it looked like the whole side of it was gonna fall off. Okay. So when you go to the bathroom, somebody had screwed on a rusty fucking beer bottle opener. So you know this room has seen some action.
Yeah.
The bed. Let's talk about the bed.
It was like a platform bed for like a queen size, like the bottom part. But they put the metal part for like a fold out king size bed on it with the mattress.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I sat on the bed and I kind of moved up and down. I'm like, holy fuck. And she goes, oh, is that at least comfortable? And I'm like, no, you might want to sit down.
It was all air. And it was like you sat down and
it was hard as a fucking rock.
Hard as a fucking rock. I'm like,
So Stephanie goes, I'm sorry. I'll never book another hotel room again. I'm like, no, it's okay. We're only going to be here. We're only going to be here for 12 hours. Okay. I'm not mad about the whole hotel room. So she goes, well, that story about you and Ralph in the hotel room with the where someone had got shot and they rented you the room and there were still the chalk marks on the ground. Is it that bad? And I'm like, we're pretty close. And I'm like, well, let's go see what the pool looks like. So we go see the pool, and the pool's closed, and they were pissed when we asked about the pool.
Oh, yeah.
So
You mean the cement pond?
the cement pond, yeah. And by the way, people, this pool was 8 foot wide by 16 foot long.
If it was even that long.
Yeah. So the pictures online, we do believe the picture of the building was the building, but everything else they stole from somewhere else.
Yeah.
And probably a real old picture of the building.
Yeah. So as we're
The
going,
outside looked fine.
yeah. The outside.
Everything else was shit.
Yeah, the outside was fucking deceiving. The inside was Ghettoville, USA. So
Yeah.
we decide we're going to drive around the building to see the pool. And the back of
As
it,
we're leaving to go down to Virginia Beach.
yeah.
Mhm.
So as we're driving around, it looked like a Friday night party back in the 90s of kegs of beer and all kinds of shit going on.
There were cars in line waiting to talk to the hookers.
Yep.
Because there was at least 5 of them back there.
Yep.
Yep.
It looks
They were
like
probably using the cabana chairs.
pretty much. And I'm going to tell you, people, this place, we were like, did we? And I asked Steph, I go, we didn't pay by the hour, did we? She goes, no, it was for the
I'm
full
like,
night.
No.
So
We could have.
I have a feeling we could have. So on that note, there's tons of shit that happened. You guys are going to have to stay tuned. But we do got to get right back into music and pay some bills. You're listening to 96.1 as we're dragging through this afternoon only on Styling Radio, the #1 car enthusiast radio station for the community, because we're auto guys just like you. We'll be right back.